never fails to surprise me just how much I can grow in the span of 3 weeks. I can confidently say that the version of me who began filming this video is a little bit different from the version of me posting it now. And it's a reminder that every single day we are growing, slowly but surely evolving into our highest selves. So welcome to 3 very transformative weeks in my life. You guys, I have been sick for a whole week, and it seriously is getting to the point where I'm just so over this. Like, it was chill for a little bit, right? Like, I got to lay down, like, watch my shows and YouTube for days on end, and it was honestly kind of relaxing for just a moment. But now I'm at the point where I'm just so over it, and I'm honestly feeling really low and just, like, sad and isolated because I got sick on vacation, and that was like the worst thing. And then I came home and like it was fine, but now that I'm like actually able to like walk around and do things, but I'm not fully there to be like going to the gym full out. I'm feeling really like separated from society. And I know that sounds really funny, but like I just feel like really far away from everybody. Like I feel like I'm just like in my house like alone, and everybody else is like at work, which obviously I would rather like not be at work. I'd rather be doing like my creative endeavors, but still it's like, it's just when you get sick like that, you really are grateful for the times that you're going to be well. And this is just yet another time where it could show me like, hey, gotta be grateful for your health every single day, because you never know, like one day it can be taken from you. And just like anything in life, like anything can be taken from us. And I guess this was just a reminder that it's not always gonna be like so good all the time. I might go to a coffee shop today. I might go outside. I'm not really sure what the vibes are. I am having a feeling, though, that I want to be around community and just society and get myself back in there. So I do have a lot of things to work on, and I hate just being like, oh, let me go to a coffee shop when I have a perfectly good desk here, computer, coffee maker. But some days you just need to be around people, especially because I'm feeling low and like alone. I just think that that would be best for my mental health. And then I've also just been feeling really called to do an art practice. It's really, really hard for me, and it's unfortunate. But it's really hard for me to actually like sit down and do my creative work because I'm always just so preoccupied with doing other things. And I'm really trying to focus on making that a priority, because that is a priority, you know, that affects my mental and emotional health. So that's a priority. You know, it never fails to surprise me just how fast and how good I will feel by just coming outside. Like, this is the real medicine, guys. This is the real medicine. I think I really have just been realizing just how lucky I am to be living the life that I'm living, because, I mean, as humans, you guys, like, you've maybe done it too. You could be visualizing and praying and dreaming and manifesting this reality, and then once you achieve it or you get there, you almost like forget that you literally wanted that so bad. It's really hitting me today. I think just, I don't know, because I'm feeling so peaceful and I'm just, not that many people are at the park, and if they are, they're older or they're like kids, and I'm like, I gotta remember, like, most people do not have this freedom. You know, most people are at their 9 to 5s like I was 6 months ago. And a lot of them are probably hating their job too. And my heart goes out to that, because to hate your job is literally like, that is soul sucking. But I just am reminded to be so grateful. At this point in the video, I was starting to feel a lot better, besides the fact that my voice was completely gone, so I couldn't do much recording. But I ended up going to a coffee shop this day, made some doctor's appointments, dentist, you know, the yearly thing. Started getting back to my yoga routine, my morning routine, my meditations, and just had a grand old time. My boyfriend was away for the military this weekend, so I was completely alone, which in the past would have honestly really bugged me, but I went to the farmer's market, I got my fresh fruits, my fresh vegetables, my fresh eggs, which from now on I will always do because I can actually taste a difference, and I went home and cooked myself a lovely meal in my own solitude. And then I hung out with a friend later that day, went to do some pottery, which I used to do a lot when I was younger, but somehow just lost that. But it is such a tranquil craft to do, and something that I will go back to. I forgot how much I loved it, and I want to start getting behind the wheel and making some actual pottery myself, but right now I stuck to some painting, and this is the final product before it got fired. I'll go back in about a week to pick it up. But I ended my night with watching some Eat, Pray, Love, some ice cream, popcorn, and it was a great solo night. Highly recommend. Will be doing again. Up until this point of the video, you guys, I've still been pretty sick. My voice just recently came back, and while I was sick, I watched a lot of videos on people hiking and traveling and camping alone, and something deep inside of me craved that independence, maybe even craved that fear. And I was gonna be impulsive and book a stay at this cabin in the Smoky Mountains where only hikers can get to. And then I backed out because I'm like, you know what, I don't know how to handle situations that would arise. I mean, that is like bear country, backwoods type situation that I would not know how to handle. I just don't. I'm very inexperienced in the hiking world. You know, I've done a few hikes. Actually, when I was in Spain, I did a hike that I genuinely did not think I would survive. Push myself to the limits there, but I want to get comfortable, okay, being alone, being comfortable with just me and the earth. So today I decided to come just a quick drive away to the local state park where I will be doing a 3.5 mile hike. It's nothing serious, but I just want to get comfortable doing these things alone so that I can live up to my long-term, you know, medium-term goals in a few years of doing strenuous hikes alone in the Swiss Alps, in the Austria Alps. I want to do that. I crave only relying on myself in the situations. Like there's something so humbling about hiking alone from what I've seen. I haven't really done much of it, but I want to put myself in the situations. I know it could be potentially dangerous, but that's why I'm doing these types of things to, take caution and practice in case I come in the situation. How do I use bear spray? How do I, build a fire myself? I don't even know how to do that. So that's my goal. This is my new craft hobby, is to start learning how to survive in the wilderness alone, basically. So we're starting small, okay? Here, I'm gonna embark on this hike on this overcast, beautiful 70-degree day in August in South Carolina, which is very unheard of, but I'm grateful and I'm excited. And I'm excited to be alone. Like, I seriously hope that I don't see anybody on this hike because I want to feel alone. And that's like such a weird thought because I feel like in the past, just being so uncomfortable being alone, and now being like, I want to feel lonely. I want to challenge myself. So I'll take you guys along this hike, but I'm excited. Whenever I come out and do something new or something that I'm uncomfortable with, it's inevitable that I will be scared or fearful. And honestly, I've been dealing with a lot of anxious thoughts, which I kind of wanted this to come up. I really wanted this day to show me what I need to work on and what comes up for me. But yeah, I've been seeing every single man as a threat, and I just don't want to do that anymore. There was this one man that was walking towards me, and he looked like he was walking a little weirdly, so I literally ran into the forest. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, but our programming, social media, the news, everything is just beckoning me to be careful, stay away, don't be with a man alone. If you see a man in the woods, don't go near him. I feel like we've constantly been conditioned to kind of think like that, to have these thoughts. I mean, yeah, obviously there's one thing to be cautious and then another to be deeply scared. And I'm trying to work on that, okay? Because I do not want to live life like that. I want to explore the earth. I want to explore different forests. I want to do things alone. I want to travel to cities and do different things. And if I seriously am not able to trust in this earth and God to protect me, then I'm going to have a miserable time trying to do something fun. And I kind of caught myself falling into that, which I've struggled with before and I still do struggle with. But I did, was speaking affirmations, singing, praying, all the things to make me feel safe and honestly to convince myself that I was safe. And yeah, so I'm about halfway through the hike now. I stopped to have a snack. 360 calorie protein bar for 20 grams of protein. I could have found a much better one. An apple, some water. I'm actually rereading the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. This is a great book, you guys. You need to read it if you have not. But yeah, just trying to reground myself back into that inner sense of safety and security, and going to enjoy the second half of my hike more than the first. I'm just gonna sit and chill for a little bit, read, enjoy the scenery, and continuously practicing presence. I feel like that's the moral of my life, is just how present can I be? How well am I able to push the thoughts out that are trying to scream at me and scare me? And of course, that happens when you want to have a great day and you want to have a great hike. Although I did say I wanted to feel lonely and face myself, which I really am, but I don't want to be scared of men. And they were all so nice. Like, I passed this one that I was feeling anxious about, and he was so sweet. Like, one day I will not struggle with this as much as I do now. But anyways, it's been great so far, besides that. I'm not sure how I feel about this little creature. It's a little scary, but you know what? God made it, so I guess I love it. Wow. Oh my gosh, guys, so I just looked it up. This is a caterpillar. You see how his head or her head is actually down there? Those are fake eyes. That's incredible, because look, if you go to the front, it kind of looks like a little scary like snake. Like, look, it looks like a mouth, but that's its head. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, and look at what kind of butterfly it turns into. I'll show you a picture. I cannot believe this.